it's starting.
All right.
So there we go. Give that a minute. It says the mic is on. Says it's live. Okay. And
Word up.
we'll see who joins us. You've got show and tell there?
No.
Oh.
I didn't have time.
Oh, okay.
I was handling some other businesses.
I understand.
We could do some show and tell on the show Friday night.
Yeah, we could.
You got those pictures loaded from the sales, so that'll be.
Yeah. We're gonna show that in
good.
a little bit here. So okay. Lights are all set. All right. Oh, Rich is here. Rich says, "I'm here. Welcome back." Hi there, Rich. Gary Smith is here. Hey, Gary.
Gary. All right.
Congrats on your what is that called? A Forey Award?
The Forey, yeah, like short for Forrest Ackerman, who was, a big monster kid himself, a fan, collector of all things monsters, kind of like Gary.
Yes.
He's a big fan of all things horror and monster movies, sci-fi.
So congrats on the Forey Award.
And he won a Forey Award at this fall's Monster Bash.
Well, that's where they had the ceremony, but
yeah,
I think
it was a Monster Bash. It was an actual bash.
Well, I thought it was part of the Rondo thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken.
No, it's
through the convention.
Monster Bash that's their award. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Todd Andrews is here. Very cool.
As far as I know, I could be speaking on my butt, but.
And then, if anyone misses this, they can always catch it later. We're going to start up here in a...
So, there's only 2 people watching. So.
We're going to start here in a minute. We've been gone for a couple weeks. And, it's good to be back on YouTube.
Yeah, busy season for us, obviously, for it being, October, Halloween season. And we needed to take a few weeks off from the Harry Scary Hangout in order to be able to, do different appearances and things like that over the weekend. So we're not, doing everything. And it takes time to prepare for the show, too. And that's what I'll be doing tonight, working on this Friday's show. The movie for this Friday show, Friday night show. So,
what's the movie name again?
The Incredible Petrified Forest?
The Incredible Petrified World.
World or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Incredible Petrified World.
I picked the movie and then I couldn't remember what the name was.
Another movie whose title is more interesting than the movie itself. But it is what it is.
Oh, Bone Jangler's here.
Bones, what's up, man?
Better a monster bash than a monster rash.
Hey-o.
Oh. Yeah, you might need a special ointment for that.
Yeah, I don't think the Forey can help you with that. With the rub it on your rash.
Gary says Forey is a monster bash award. Rondo is national.
Yes.
I couldn't remember if it was like a category from Rondo.
No, Rondo will sometimes present Rondos at Monster Bash.
Sometimes they present awards at Monster Bash
Rondo
to
awards.
Super, and they do have some type of super fan category or something.
But the Forey is specifically the Monster Bash.
At a loss. While you were gone, we turned into pumpkins.
Oh no! Well, time to turn back into whatever it is that you're.
Yeah,
when you're not a pumpkin. I don't know what that is, but.
Time to change back.
But whatever that might be, please feel free to turn back.
Have your fairy godmother turn you back.
Yeah, whatever form you need to watch our show this Friday night. It should be interesting.
All right, well, let's start this up.
Kick it off officially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Make
here we go.
Official.
1, 2, 3. Hey, everybody! Welcome to another exciting episode of
Living the Scream. Eek! The behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey, and I am Janet, the Mummy,
and I am James. I portray the Monkey Grim Gory on the Mummy the Monkey's Harry Scary Hangout Friday nights at 8:45 on our YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Most Friday nights, anyway.
Most Friday nights. We took a couple weeks off, so it's good to be back. We haven't done a podcast or a Harry Scary Hangout or a Harry Scary Hangover in several weeks.
But you know what the interesting thing is, though, is that we have, we just celebrated our 250th episode. So technically, if we announce that we're going to be off for a Friday, you can go into the archives of any of our shows, and unless you've seen all of them and memorized them by heart, watching an old replay, or one of our archive shows, I should say, you could fill that Friday night slot in no problem.
There's a lot of episodes to choose from on our live tab.
There is.
You can see all of our past live streams. We also have a separate playlist for all of the podcasts, and then a Monster Hustle playlist for our thrift vlogs, or if I do a thrift vlog, I'll put it on there.
Yes, and this show, this podcast, I should say, is where we talk about both of those things that Jan just mentioned. Our our horror hosted Harry Scary Hangout show, and then half of that, and the other half we talk about our adventures in reselling, eBay and all that kind of stuff, and what we find out and about it, yard sales, bin stores, or wherever we go,
estate sales, flea markets,
stuff like that. So.
Junk we find on the side of the road.
Yeah.
It's just
see, I could
all of our scavenging.
I might have to dip out and go get some show and tell. I might have to do that.
That's okay. If you need to, just go for it.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about Mummy and the Monkey first?
That's up to you.
Let's do Mummy and the Monkey first.
Okay, download from that because a lot's been going on.
And then we could talk about our thrifting adventures.
Okay, because there's a lot to talk about with both of these categories.
There's a ton of things we could talk about because it's been so long.
And before we get too far away from what we just talked about our shows on our the archive stuff that we have on our YouTube channel, that's something that didn't exist obviously before. Unless you like with shows that you liked, especially horror host shows from the past that we grew up watching. If we missed a show, we missed a show. I mean, this is almost like having your own video library virtually without even having to actually physically own box sets of a series that you like to watch episodes.
It's nice that it's archived.
Yeah,
so if you miss the broadcast, you can catch it later.
And if you really like our show and you're kind of new to it, just think you have like several hundred shows to choose from that you haven't seen yet, that are just pretty much all on one of those, our Mummy the Monkey or the Harry Scary Hangout playlist.
You can choose the video or program that
we encourage you, and when you do like them and all that good stuff.
We've been saying show a million times.
You only have to show and program or production.
Program,
you could say.
video,
or videos,
episodes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Trying to think of other words to use.
So we'll talk about how do you want to start off the Mummy the Monkey half of the show.
So okay. Let's rewind back to the end of October.
Yeah.
So we hosted episode 250 of the Harry Scary Hangout, and we played the movie The Brain That Wouldn't Die.
A milestone.
A public domain classic, a science fiction classic. A lot of people love it, and even though it's super cheesy and kind of corny, it's iconic and fun to watch.
Hanukkah fun.
I said it's
iconic.
It's
fun. Hanukkah fun to watch.
Well, Hanukkah's coming up.
I know.
Not
so it could be Hanukkah.
The holidays are coming
or
up.
Iconic
I mean, you
fun.
can have fun with that too.
Yeah. Just like I had with those words.
Whatever holiday you like.
Just having fun with what it sounded like. But but that movie was one that we haven't shown that probably since our Facebook days, right?
Yeah. So it was it was one we didn't host for like a handful of years, and we decided to bring it back, and then you added more sound effects to it.
Yep.
So
it was more to it.
It was fun, and it
Polished
was like
up the turd a little more.
The day after, so like the very next day after, we helped host an event at the Current Year in Parma, Ohio.
That's right. Wow.
And the Current Year is a great little record store. They have records and tapes and some VHS tapes. They've got some books too, all kinds of little collectibles, but they have a great record selection.
Yeah,
and
a lot of good vinyl.
They even have like a special tiki room.
Oh gosh, yeah,
and you can even sit in the tiki room and listen to records in there.
Yeah.
It's such a cool vibe, and it's ran by some really nice people, Mike and Marie.
Yeah, and it's right next to...
It's right next to Rudy's Strudel.
Yes.
Oh, so good. Rudy's is the best. Old school. You can get pastries and cookies and pierogi. All handmade.
And different flavors. We had, we were sent home with some pierogies, thanks to the shop owner, and she gave us, we chose, I should say, one, and we still have some frozen, some sauerkraut ones just to go generically with, kielbasa or chicken, whatever we have with. But then there was a choice of, they're called Thanksgiving pierogies. A pierogi, and they have
So it had like a Thanksgiving dinner inside a pierogi.
Turkey.
It had turkey, the stuffing.
Some cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce.
Grilled gravy.
Yeah, and it was all in a little pierogi, and it was just... a bite of awesomeness.
Wow, you should try some. Yeah, I'm sure they're still available.
And then the pumpkin pierogies were really good too.
We tried those.
That was more like a dessert.
Seasonal.
It almost tasted like a mini pumpkin pie in a pierogi.
Those might still be available throughout Thanksgiving.
I think that they probably still have them for Thanksgiving.
Grab some of those.
So many different flavors, and I forgot the lady's name, but she's a total sweetheart who runs Rudy's Strudel, and their family has had that business for like over 70 years.
I know it's crazy. So, but yeah, that was very, very cool to get that tour of the facility.
Yeah, we got to see like where everything was made. We got to see behind the scenes.
We need to return and buy up some more of those yummies.
Very gracious.
Yummy goodies from there.
And we were at the record shop because they were raising funds for All Faiths Food Pantry, which is a food pantry that serves like Berea, Parma, I think maybe Strongsville as well. Parma, Ohio, and surrounding cities to help seniors in need. Like if they need help getting groceries, if they're struggling and need a little extra help, they can go to that food pantry and get something.
Yeah, and I got you some. Your birthday was the Tuesday after that, and I got you some records from there, some Cramps reissues, the band The Cramps.
Oh yes.
There were some really nice reissued vinyl.
Yeah, those are really cool. Amanda Childers, thank you.
Thanks for the super chat. Wow.
Thank you, Amanda, and happy birthday.
Yes.
She's got a birthday today.
Yes, happy birthday, Amanda. And it was good seeing her too.
And then Elaine says, that sounds super yummy. She's when we're talking about the pierogies.
Oh, boy.
And Travis says there's a store called Forever Young in Grand Prairie, Texas, which I need to visit one of these days.
Rod Stewart's store, I think. No, I'm just...
Maybe it's, I'm guessing it's another record shop. Forever Young. And let's see. Congrats, says Travis, on 250 episodes. Thank you. And then Travis says he likes watching the live streams because it's interactive. Yeah, that's one fun reason to watch. You can chat and interact. We can read your comments. Is it Under the Moonlight in Parma? No, it's just Parma, Ohio. But yeah, the record shop is called The Current Year, and it's a great little record shop. And then the bakery that we highly recommend is Rudy's Strudel. Rudy's Strudel.
Here's those albums I got. Yeah, show some of these that they can.
Oh yeah, those are great. They're fun reissues because I think the originals are kind of pricey now. But there's the Cramps Stay Sick. There's that one, and that's a little tip of the hat to the Ghoul or Ghoulardi. He used to say "Stay Sick, Turn Blue." And then Big Beat from Badsville. Woohoo!
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite bands. I love the Cramps.
Now we just have to hook up.
And there's Lux Interior looking amazing. Rest in peace, Lux. But yeah, that's a fun band. And they were Lux was from Akron, Ohio. So he's an Ohio. He was an Ohio guy. So that was an amazing birthday gift. Thank you, dear.
Yes, so yeah. Hello, Lydia from Rudy Strudel. Thanks again for all those good foods. It was Lydia, her name.
Oh, Lydia, that's right. I was trying
with an IA, not a Y.
Yes, I was trying to remember her name.
And also at the current year, I got this Jimi Hendrix in the beginning, the Isley Brothers album. And there's a young Jimi Hendrix there playing with the Isley Brothers. Yes, he played a lot of backup guitar for people before he got discovered back in the 60s. And this is one I'm familiar with some of the songs on here, but again, he doesn't sing. He just played guitar, backup or rhythm or a little bit of lead on there.
Cool.
But I don't think I've ever heard the whole album.
We need to have an evening where we just listen to records.
Oh gosh, you don't even.
We're accumulating records, and then we haven't actually gotten to listen to them yet.
We've got a Screaming Jay Hawkins album we need to check out,
yes.
And all kinds of cool stuff we picked up over
all
the years.
All those good ones. Yeah.
Bunch of Halloween stuff we didn't get to listen to.
We've got a good collection of records.
Maybe we should have a spooky Christmas or something and listen to Halloween. I'd do that. Listen to some scary stuff on Christmas.
We could.
That'd be fun.
We could.
Since you hate Christmas so much, maybe make it. How do we make it fun?
I am a bah humbug a little bit.
So let's do like a Nightmare Before Christmas thing. Anyway, so yeah.
I just get a little cranky about Christmas because I was a retail manager and then I worked in retail for about 15 years of my life.
Oh boy, that's a whole nother show.
And that's a whole nother show. Like I could. Yeah, it's very tough when you work in retail or work in restaurants. So please be kind to the employees dealing with everybody around the holidays.
Yes, patience will go a long way this year.
Yeah, just be a little nice to the employees. That's all I'll say about that. But okay, so yes, that was a great event, and we gotta
go back there.
The items that we sold there went to that charity, the All Faiths Food Pantry, to help the seniors in the area that are in need of food.
Yeah, so thanks Mike and Marie there at the current year. We appreciate it. And it was a pleasure meeting you. And we got to stop by soon. I mean...
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely be back in to shop and
stuff.
say hi and talk about movies with them again.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was a lot of fun. So, so that was a lot of fun. And then what happened after that? What did we get into?
So
then the following week.
So then we had Halloween.
Yes.
You know,
we have to take that off.
Because Halloween is, special, and we love to give out candy. I like to put together treat bags. I made 75 treat bags.
We gave all that stuff away.
Gave them all away, and then I was looking for backup candy. We found another bowl that we were able to give out, because at first we thought, oh no, are we going to run out? Yeah. But no, we had, just enough candy to give out, so it worked out. So now I know, I have to make probably 100 or 120 treat bags.
And what were you for Halloween?
What did I dress up as? Oh,
come on.
I was Zombie Karen.
That's right. You were a Karen come back from the dead.
And that's a little, a little homage to me working in retail for years.
Speaking of retail.
I had to deal with a lot of people like that.
Yeah, I did something simple. I was a pirate.
Yeah, and you looked great as a pirate.
I like doing that. It's easy. It's it's just a headscarf. And then my headscarf was basically a black T-shirt I was tied around my head, my big old head.
But it looked cute, and there was another guy dressed like a pirate too.
It was a woman.
Was it a lady?
Yeah.
I thought it was a guy.
There was a girl.
Oh.
Yeah, we were like, "Arg." And I didn't have my hook or anything. But then, and my mom even joined us.
Yes.
Mama Monkey.
And Mama Monkey even dressed up, and the weather was really nice. I think it was 75 degrees.
It was a beautiful night.
It was unusually warm. It was kind of humid outside.
We were of course in our front yard. Duh, we're giving away candy, and we had a little. Now next year we're gonna try to do it bigger, but I just had a small, DVD player,
like a little portable DVD player
with a screen. And we were watching The Great Pumpkin out there when it got dark.
And all the kids were quoting The Great Pumpkin.
Oh, stopping and watching.
And they were stopping to watch it a minute.
Yeah, it was great.
It was really cute.
It was fun.
So, everyone knows The Great Pumpkin. Everyone loves Charlie Brown.
To maybe rig up some Halloween stuff going on.
Maybe next year we could have, a projector set up in the driveway with,
some Halloween stuff.
With The Great Pumpkin and maybe, Garfield's Halloween. Yeah. Just some cute,
or even the...
kid-friendly ones.
And the DVD that everyone must own. I should have grabbed that, but it's your favorite to watch.
My favorite, Monsters Crash the Pajama Party.
Yeah.
And we had that running in the background. It was in the living room. I just had, the... where they play the drive-in ads for
from the 50s,
from the 50s and 60s for the
spook shows,
the Halloween shows,
and that's a must DVD for anyone into Halloween. It's a really cool. It's a strange. Basically, it's a DVD chock full of different hidden stuff. It's and it's laid out so there's different menus, and there's a graveyard. It looks like an old timey graveyard.
Yeah.
And there's different stuff like that, like an owl in the tree and the moon, and you have to
find where all the little Easter eggs are on the DVD menu. But there's over 2 hours of video on that DVD menu.
But it's all about hunting and finding
you have to
everything.
Remember where the video is in this graveyard scene.
Well, there's even something online that tells you where everything is as well, a menu finder.
There might be I think there is. It's just most of it I can remember. There were a few where it took me a little while to find it. Yeah. I'm like, darn it, where is it?
Yeah, and the name comes from there's a short movie on there from the mid '60s called Monsters Crash the Pajama Party.
And the movie itself is only 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
But the other stuff, there's the movie Tormented on there, and I believe that's a public domain movie. And then there's all kinds of there's video from
oof, I mean, you name it.
Drive-in stuff and different ads and
some old home movies of kids trick-or-treating.
Yeah, it's really neat.
8mm stuff. And it is really fun. And that Monsters Crash the Pajama Party movie, that short movie, it's really schlocky and fun. Mm-hmm. It's about these kids that basically... try to spend the night
in a haunted house,
in a haunted house,
and a mad scientist turns the pajama girls into monkeys,
and he's a mad scientist
into 8 men.
He's a mad scientist because he has the name Mad Scientist printed on his
Mad
lab
Doctor
coat.
Or
Mad Doctor.
Yeah, it's really.
And there's a gorilla, of course.
There's gorillas.
Yeah. At least one. But this little movie was actually one of these things that was designed to show at a movie theater, probably as a featurette or something, and
have
they would
people
have actors
dressed up that would come out
at certain times of the movie, and they go get them all my, like the Mad Doctor would say, I'm gonna order my zombie henchmen, my monsters to go grab a woman out of the audience, and then people that would dress that
they would have
planted
actors there, to
already
grab
ready to
them
go.
and take them back.
So it's kind of an interactive experience, in movie theaters, which they really don't do. Haven't done probably since then.
No.
But anyway, there's no actors that come with this DVD that you'd have to stage on your own. But it's a fun DVD to have. We totally recommend it.
It's just really cute and schlocky.
It's from Something Weird Video,
From
right?
Something Weird Video.
Yeah.
And they put out like some of the best indie DVDs. So, okay, there's some comments here. I'm going to read some comments and then we're going to continue on.
Okay.
Spider Drag. I have Monsters Crash the Pajama Party. I love all the Spook Show stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. John says, hey there, did you get to see the new trailer for Dear Santa? It's about a kid who thanks to a spelling mistake, gets his holiday wish list sent to hell, and Satan's little helper is Jack Black.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like one of those, Adam Sandler type movies, like Nicky, whatever.
Little Nicky or something.
Yeah, something
yeah.
like
Travis says, my mom worked at Sears in the 70s. Oh, wow, Sears. I remember Sears.
It's not been that. Sears isn't around anymore, right? They're online, I think. But
not many of them are around anymore. There might be like a few left, and I think they just sell like appliances.
Yeah. When I go through
they bought out
videotapes,
Kmart, but then I think they both went under, or are in the process of going under. I think the last Kmart
belly up.
Was somewhere on the East Coast, and that closed recently.
Well, that's the nature of everything, right? Mm-hmm. Comes around, goes around.
So, okay, Halloween. We gave out candy. It was fun. The very next day, I'm like, I gotta pick up the yard. I gotta put all this stuff away.
Yeah,
we had zombie mannequins in the yard.
Dismantled Halloween the next day.
A graveyard scene. We had some stuff set up. So I'm like, okay, Halloween's done. Let's take all this down.
Yeah.
I need a clean slate, a fresh start. Because then, we had to get ready for, Akron ComicCon and then do our regular work and do stuff here around the house, so.
Yeah. Well, it's always Halloween around here. So
yeah, we're Halloween year-round, but I just felt like some of the decorations I had to just take down right after and just be done. Try to put everything away.
Someone's eating chicken tawuk for dinner. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, please.
Chicken's good.
Discuss food in here. That's fine. We love that. Any kind of things you got. Because this is your show, too. When we do these things. I love it. I was going to say, and if you want to recommend any, DVDs or movies to watch for Halloween for next year, you do that here, too.
Yeah.
We'll take notes.
Okay, and then fast forward,
weekend, yep.
We went to Akron ComicCon.
The following weekend.
The following weekend after Halloween.
Yes.
Well.
Halloween, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay. Yeah, and then
Halloween was on Thursday.
Then there was the election stuff, and then Akron ComicCon right after.
Right.
So we went to Akron ComicCon. It was a 2-day show, Saturday and Sunday in Akron, Ohio. Well, technically Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. It's at a party
Wait a
center.
minute, we're not going to talk about the election?
We're not that kind of podcast. There's a million podcasts on YouTube that are going in depth about politics.
I'm joking.
One side or the other, or both sides.
I know. We steer clear of all
It's not our thing. We don't discuss it on this channel.
There's plenty. We don't have to.
There's a lot of people discussing it, and we, there's no lack of discussing.
I was just making a joke. Please forget what I said.
But no matter what, we still have to pay our bills. We still have to pay taxes. We still have to work. So, that's all I'll say about that.
Oh, hey, someone said David Phillips got Arthur Treachers. There you go.
Arthur Treachers, wow.
Hey, he went all the way out there to get some Arthur. Oh, he probably went to Garfield.
Yeah, there's one out in Garfield, and then there's one out, someone said near Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah.
But there's 2 of them in Ohio, I thought.
Yeah. Our show and venue, this one and the Friday night show, is a way to get away from all that stuff. So, anything in the world, it's a way. It's a safe.
It's escapism.
It's
a little
escape, a place to escape.
A little bit of a break from it.
Yeah.
So Akron ComicCon, speaking of a break from politics, I think went really well.
It did.
Everybody was super nice in person. I got to see, we both got to see all the amazing cosplayers. There was a young dude dressed like Jason, and he built a lot of it himself.
Yeah,
he
I got
a lot
pictures
of
that. They'll be shown
his
this Friday.
costume looked amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really cool. I was hoping he would win. He said he didn't, but I said that's okay. Your costume's still awesome.
Well, the ones who did win Best in Show, I mean, were a couple of kids who had SpongeBob and what's it, Susie Squirrel, whatever her name is.
Oh.
Shirley Squirrel, whatever it's
I
called.
forgot her name, but it was SpongeBob, Patrick, and the Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, and they were those costumes
were so cute.
And they were handmade. They weren't.
They were all the kids made these costumes on their own, and they looked like big mascot type of costumes.
That poor girl could barely walk in those giant silver.
She had like giant
moon boots
on.
Yeah, but the most impressive part was that helmet. I mean, it was made. The face, the squirrel face, was done really, really well. The head.
It was so cute.
So she could fit the head and the helmet over her regular human head. But man,
the dad was there. He goes, I helped with a little bit of it, but he said the kids made it themselves.
If he's not a fabricator or doesn't do that professionally, he's really
super
it's
crafty.
Really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't look janky. It looked like legit, like store bought, but it wasn't.
Really creative and crafty. Some
good.
Great costumes. So there was that, and then trying to remember who else we saw dressed up.
Oh
a lot of cool like anime girls with their makeup and costumes.
A Jessica Rabbit there on Sunday.
Jessica Rabbit looked really cool.
She was there Sunday, but wow, she was something else.
Yeah.
She looked like she stepped out of the cartoon. It was crazy.
She was all cute with the curves and everything, you know.
Yeah. There were all kinds.
But it was neat, and it's a different vibe than the horror film conventions.
Oh, there were these two weirdos that were dressed like a mummy and a monkey.
Oh yeah, what the heck?
What was
What's up
problem?
with those
schmoos.
Those dummies?
Oh, that was us.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe next time we'll wear costumes.
Yeah, but we had a real good time. So many cool people came out to see us. Marty came out.
Draugr was there. Amanda was there. Donna was there. We wrote down a little shout out list too for some new.
We always forget.
There were some new people we were chatting with.
A guy named calling himself Goblin. We met him. He said he always sees us at Wasteland and stuff, but never remember that one dude who was kind of had that the hat with the Japanese writing on it and the Japanese T-shirt.
Oh yeah. He said he always sees us, but that was the first time he actually approached us. He never wanted to.
Yeah, he was afraid to come up to us.
Some people were a little shy to talk to us. And we're like, it's okay.
We don't bite. That costs extra. And
the monkey won't bite you.
Yeah, we talked to our friend Tony Isabella. We got to interview him a little bit, and then
and some other comic book creatives.
Bought some really cool stuff and talked to Dave Hates Art or Ruins Art? Yeah, Dave Ruins Art. Really cool artist. I bought a piece off of him, and he had these really fun. I'll be wearing it Friday night. A Misney T-shirt, like the guy who's this lawyer that we have locally named Tim Misney.
Yeah, it's a local thing.
He kind of took that Misney, the name Misney, and made it in that skull thing from the Misfits. Yeah. And made it look like a Misney.
It was like a
bald guy
Tim
skull
Misney
mashup.
Misfits mashup. And I guess he loved it.
Tim Misney, I guess he did this design, put it on Facebook or something, and Tim Misney, the actual lawyer, loved it and invited Dave out to his thing called
Misneyland.
Misneyland. I guess it's some kind of event he does every year to raise money, I think, for charity or something like that. Oh, wow. If I'm correct. I don't know 100%. But he got invited out there. He said at first he thought he was going to try to sue him or something.
Oh, jeez.
Or cease and desist that design. But no, he loved it.
He loved it. Okay, so it worked out.
Oh, yeah, apparently.
Tim Misney did not make him pay.
No, he didn't make Dave pay.
No.
But anyway, so that's cool. And being an artist is, and I guess he's working on some stuff for Tim too, like doing a commission or something. Or
I don't know.
Thing. I don't know. He mentioned something. But anyway,
there's a million billboards of him all over the
great.
Cleveland area.
We didn't get to talk to Jerry Mathers, the Beaver from Leave It to Beaver.
We did not, but we did talk to some other comic book creatives and writers.
We focused on some of the independents that were there.
Yeah, and we didn't really venture too much from our table.
We couldn't. I mean,
a lot of people came up to chat with us, and it was just fun to chat with them, and the time kind of flew by.
I mean, you don't realize it's all, you start talking to everybody, and then it's all time to go. Mm-hmm. So I did manage to buy a couple of cheap comic books because it's a comic convention. Yeah, I can't not buy a few comics.
Yeah, you did get a few things, and we bought a few books from people.
Yep,
to support what they do.
Yep. Caught up with some of our friends and people that we've met there, and it's fun, like I said.
And you forgot one big thing.
Oh, well, we're getting to that.
Oh, okay.
So Sunday, they kept teasing all day Saturday that there was a special guest coming in Sunday.
A big announcement, with a special guest. Yeah.
And which is a play on words. And then so But we knew what it was, of course. We knew what the big event was, but we had to, bite our tongues and wait until it all came through. Well, around 12:30 on Sunday afternoon, none other than Little John Rinaldi himself from the Big Chuck and Little John show showed up at the Akron ComicCon to make the announcement of a for next year. It's September the 13th and 14th of next year. You all probably know what it is already by now. But they're going to do something called Little John's Big Adios Muchachos show, which is sort of reminiscent of the Goulardi Fest shows, but it's not affiliated with them at all.
No, it's a separate entity.
Yes, it's its own show.
It's the Akron ComicCon people that I guess are putting this together with Little John.
Right.
And it's just it's a 2-day, kind of like a nostalgia show.
Yeah.
Like Cleveland nostalgia.
North Coast Ohio. Yeah.
Stuff that's like Northeast Ohio. Like... Yeah. That type of vibe.
It'll have that,
It'll have some horror stuff, and some of us horror hosts will be there. I'm sure.
There's details are developing.
They're
daily,
still trying to work everything out.
But it seems like it's getting a lot of traction.
A lot of people seem interested in it, and they like I think where that convention is, it's a nice venue.
Oh, I love it.
And I like
It might even be more opened up by the time then too, because they have some construction going on. But again, I mean, they have plenty of room as it is. If they even have more, even better. But who knows?
We're looking forward to it because between that and Akron ComicCon, those will be some good shows. And then February 1st will be our next public appearance.
At the same place?
At the same venue in Cuyahoga Falls at the Amigos Party Center for... Akronomicon. I have to make sure I said that right. Akronomicon. That used to be Monster Fest Mania.
Yeah.
So it's a 1-day scary movie show.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be all scary movie stuff just for one Saturday, just to go out and have fun and shop a little bit and
we told you that
chat with people.
A lot was going down lately with Mummy the Monkey. So
yeah, and let's see. There's a bunch of comments
here.
Please
go ahead. Please.
Dave Duarte says, go to North Coast. Big sale on comics right now.
I know. I need to get there. I'm telling you.
We need to go to North Coast. We definitely do. We've been wanting to go back there. That's a great comic book shop. One of our favorites. And that's called North Coast Nostalgia. Or North Coast Comics.
Comics now. They used to be formerly...
Yeah, they're in Parma.
Yeah.
Parma, Ohio.
Parma?
Does
this program go to Parma?
Todd Andrew says, Beaver, Jerry Mathers didn't look too happy. Eddie Munster, Butch Patrick was doing good, selling, and talking to fans.
Oh, yes,
yep,
Butch Patrick.
We did say hi to Butch Patrick. We did video with him a couple times before. We've bought his autographs before. Super nice dude. He's very friendly with his fans, very outgoing.
Very friendly.
So when we were walking by and chatting with some of the other artists, he walked up to us and we got to say hi.
When we saw him in Akron, when you interviewed him there, he gave us that whole tour of the vehicles. He brought the Munster mobile.
Oh yeah, he let us take pictures in the Munster car.
We got to sit in the Munster car,
in the Munster cars, the Dragula.
Was fun, yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah, but he's always nice, and Jerry is.
Jerry, we didn't get his autograph.
We love Leave It to Beaver though.
That's a classic show.
I would love to. I always feel like I'm going to be bothered, and that's what they're there for. But I get weird like that sometimes. I get intimidated.
I don't know, yeah, we didn't talk to him, but
I know. I always feel like they're busy.
Maybe because we were preoccupied with other things.
Well, we had to watch our table. Once we get help one day.
Because we tried to get away a little bit, but then we had to go back to the table. So
hopefully there'll be another chance to get to these guys.
Maybe. Gary says I had a nice chat with both Butch and Jerry.
Yeah, Gary's the guy. We should have Gary work for us. Can we get Gary to do interviews for us? He's the guy. He's not afraid of anything.
He'll just talk to everybody. Yeah, sometimes with the guests, I'm a little shy. I do admit, I get a little nervous at times.
Let us know if you're up for that, Gary. We'll send you out with a microphone and a camera.
But then there's some conventions we go to where some of the guests will walk right up to us. And we're like, whoa.
Well, Tony Isabella does that.
And they're like, hey, let's get video. Or, hey, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah,
and they're very, friendly right off the bat. So then I'm like, okay, well, if they want to talk to us, that's cool. Then we can ask if they want to be interviewed.
We never interviewed her, but one of the coolest things, that happened like that was when China, the wrestler, Joni Lawler.
Yes.
We were at Monster, or was it the Horror Hound?
That was Horror Hound.
In Cincinnati.
Oh, rest in peace, China.
Yeah, this was probably less than a year before she died.
I think 2016 or 2017.
Yeah, we walked by her table, in character, and she goes, "Oh my God, she goes, can I please take a picture with you guys?" We're like, yeah.
And we were like, oh, yeah. So we got a picture with her. We didn't think to try to get video with her at the time. And then she ended up passing away like a few weeks later.
Yeah, not because she took a picture.
No, but, it was
not
like...
related.
But no, I'm saying, like... I didn't mean to say it like that.
I just bring everything.
It just made me sad. Like, oh, we should have got video with her, and now she's not around anymore. Like she was gone too soon.
Yeah. Anyway, but that was
she was a cool lady.
But that kind of stuff catches you off guard all the time because you're like, oh. And then you've had that happen with like Caroline Monroe wanted to take a picture with you. And
yeah, Caroline Monroe is super nice.
Yeah.
She's super nice, and I guess she has a jewelry business.
Oh.
That was like something that she
does.
And makes appearances still. So that's
nice.
Cool.
Oh yeah, she was just at Monster Bash.
Yeah.
What else?
Gary says I'm a little shy too.
I know.
Yeah, it just happens. Sometimes you get a little, like you have a fanboy or a fangirl moment, and you're just like, oh, I'm kind of shy.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if they're nice. I don't know.
You grow up watching these, you watch these movies and shows that these people are in, and they become a part of, whatever it is that you are, I guess, and it's just interesting and sometimes a little bit intimidating to meet these folks, but they're there to be met. So
they are, and the worst. And sometimes I have to tell myself this: if you ask someone for an interview, the worst they could tell you is no.
Well, that's not the worst they could tell you, but
well, I mean, they could tell you worse things. They could say "f off" or something, but most of the time they'll just say no, like, "Oh no, thanks, I'm not interested."
Oh
no! And then it's like, okay, whatever, life goes on.
Yeah, I'm scrolling. Just trying to see if there's any updates.
So now that Akron ComicCon is done, I was trying to work in this space here at the Erie Cinematary, and hear that? The fan's running. That's been running.
That's not me farting, like,
ever
quietly.
since we've had this computer. And I love this little computer. I think it works great. It just has a loud-ass fan. And,
a loud-ass fan.
Yes, it does.
You should have asked for the one without the loud-ass fan.
I know.
But we're working on that.
We're working on it.
Speaking of Mummy and the Monkey.
And you guys, the channel members saw the little behind-the-scenes video I did yesterday.
Saw your little behind?
They saw the little behind-the-scenes video.
Oh, yeah. Lucky viewers.
We want to set up maybe like a larger monitor and maybe move the computer away from the microphone.
Yeah.
And we have another microphone that we could probably set here in the middle and have the computer stuff kind of off to the side by you.
I could drive from here with the mouse still. I'd be still working this sucker here. But yeah, we're gonna try a whole different setup that way
to see if it would be easier and have less.
Well, you
of
won't
that
have the fan
noise.
Yeah, that's not professional.
Because they replay our YouTube shows for certain TV markets, and they've commented on the audio, and I'm
really
like this needs to. Yeah, they were asking if you could, and the. Some other specifications too.
A way they can remedy that too is they could since they're running on television, why don't they put a little music behind, a little music bed?
Well, I don't know.
Might help a little bit.
They could go in and do that. I'll have to talk with the person.
Some of that like Booker T and the EMGs type of organy type of music. Like the Goulardi music.
Just some generic music.
They could probably get away with it.
Probably whatever they have on
Ass
title
cat.
there.
Yeah.
Spider Drag says, "I miss China. Poor girl got wronged by the WWF big time."
Yeah, well, that's big business. We got that question a lot too. That when we go to these conventions and stuff, so inevitably, what channel are you on? We still get that. A lot of people that are used to just watching television. Still, I mean, I don't know. To me, that's all bled together by now. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know a lot of people that are watching television stations. As because most people have a Roku, which can open up YouTube.
A lot of people watch stuff online, but some people will still watch stuff old school TV. We watch a little bit of old school TV every now and then,
but that we still call it television is very archaic. It's a monitor, okay, that you can sling anything to now.
Oh, okay. We've had this discussion a million times.
I know.
Let's not harp on it.
No, I'm not harping because it came up again. It's relevant.
Yeah, okay.
I'm talking about that.
Okay.
I'm not harping.
Well, it's just that
I'm going somewhere with this.
Most people can figure out watching online now.
I know that, but I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
And it's relevant to what would happen at the show this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was just setting it all up. Wasn't harping.
Okay, that's fine.
Now you're throwing me off my train of thought.
I didn't know where you were going with this. I just thought you were going to do this, like... Because we've had the discussion before of anyone can watch on YouTube. Because people, when we first started out, like 10, 11 years ago, people would ask, what channel are you on? That was
I just
the biggest...
said all that.
Yes. Okay.
Because I wanted to talk about that being... Because we had just mentioned about... Now my whole train of thought's gone.
Well, let's
I'm
read. I'm going to read some comments. Ricky, Bobby, Sonia.
I'm going to go get
we
stuff.
saw them over the weekend.
Yeah. I'm going to go get stuff for show and tell.
So it was great to see Ricky, Bobby, Sonia. So awesome to see you guys. And they say Lisa Neild was very happy. Yeah, Lisa Neild is super nice. She's a really nice lady, a talented actress. We saw, there's some biker movies that she's in that have, it's like, I forgot the names of it. But we watched them like last fall and it was really good. I'll have to pull them up sometime. But yeah, she's in some independent movies that are really good. But yeah, it was great to see her there. Grandpappy says Antenna TV. Yes, old school TV. Yeah, a lot of us still watch it. Todd says preach it. Same thing with internet radio. Hellcat's Revenge. Yes, thank you. That's the name of the movie. There was Hellcat's Revenge, I think 1 and 2. But they're interesting movies, and she was really good in those movies. She kicked butt. And let's see what else we got here going on. Travis says the only guest that I had a bad time with is William Shatner. Oh, really? Huh. We've never met William Shatner in person, but we know other people who have. And I don't know. I'm guessing they had an okay experience. And Sears James says, James is good on here. Awesome tangents again. It's very interesting and fascinating. And Connie Cleary's joining us. Hey, Connie Cleary. Tim Harper is here. Hey, Tim. And what you got there?
This is the painting I bought from Dave Ruins Art. It is a painting of the Tar Man from Return of the Living Dead.
Ooh.
Or Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead.
I loved it. I love the color on this. I love the painting.
Yeah, I love the bright yellow against the zombie stuff going on there.
And the crazy thing about this guy is that he's not a trained artist. He just taught himself recently, like within the past several years, I believe. Or I don't know the actual time frame, but he didn't grow up with it. If you go look up this guy Dave Ruins Art, you'll see, you can read about it. But it's interesting. But he just started getting into it like relatively. He's like in his like mid-30s, I think, this guy.
Wow.
And so he taught himself how to paint. I think he started like he would buy paintings from thrift shops and like paint stuff on them.
Yeah, like
a winter scene. He'll paint like an ad like from the Empire Strikes Back, in the background.
Yeah, I've seen those.
But he does he does his own paintings as well. He's really good, and I mean, and it just shows you that if you put your mind to something, you could do it. And he's getting quite a following, as well. So thanks, Dave Ruins Art, for that.
Yeah, his art's really good. He's a really nice dude, and it's nice to see that. Yeah, someone just trying to do their own creative thing and to get out there, and he's doing it. Sailor Sam says, I met Shatner at World Championship Horse Show in Louisville, Kentucky once, and I just said hi to him as he was leaving, and he was very nice. Stopped and talked to me for a minute. Spider Dreg says, more brains. Very cool. So do you want to switch gears and go into eBay, or do you want to
if I can remember,
finish your thoughts?
I don't remember.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
Well, it was because we have conversations with people, and that's another. There's a couple things I still wanted to talk about the conventions, and we mentioned it without saying anything, specific. But another interesting aspect and I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
Another aspect,
I'll let you do your
aspect thing. Of these conventions is there's sometimes a level of intimacy and as far as people having conversations with people, that watch the show or just are actually at the convention, and you meet them and you've met them over the last couple conventions, so you form a familiarity. But some of the stuff you talk about has nothing to do with comics, has nothing to do with horror movies. It has to do with personal stuff, So we get in some of those conversations as well. And I think it's really interesting because for a couple different reasons. One, I'm dressed like a monkey, or my character Grim Gory, and I'm having these like heartfelt sort of, opinionated conversations.
And sometimes very serious conversations.
Serious ones about people's, could be health updates, could be family situation, all kind of, again, very intimate type stuff. And it's like, but it goes off like it's no big thing. And, I think that's a very interesting thing because it's so many levels. It's not just, hey, we're there, promoting the show.
It's like actually connecting with fans and friends and regulars.
Yeah.
Like, and we're actually, we're like, hey, how are you doing? Hey, are you doing any better?
Yes, things like
that. You hope that they're okay and stuff.
Of course, that's amazing like, what information people and not information. Situational things that people will entrust with you just from familiarity and it's a very good feeling to know that they could tell you these things in privacy in private, sort of in a public place, but that they know that you're not going to sit there and the whole thing is just between what's said there stays there type of thing,
right? Of course.
Yeah. So that's another level that we don't really do. It's interesting to bring up when we talk about what these conventions are. It's more than just hawking wares and selling merchandise.
Yeah, it's not because it's not like with the cost of getting merchandise made and attending these shows and stuff like that. A lot of times it's breaking even, but it's a way for fans to take home a souvenir and to chat with us. We can get pictures. It's just it's a way to promote. There's multiple reasons for us wanting to do these shows.
Oh God!
Even though it's not like a big money maker,
and
it's not always. And sometimes it's not always about the money.
For some people, they make a lot of money.
Some people do. Some people do, and it's great to make money. But at the same time, it's also great to have those other things that are priceless.
Exactly.
Like connecting with people on a friendly level like that and just...
Well, and it's like when you hear some people call these conventions like a big demented family reunion, or like if it's like Cinema Wasteland, they always say it's like this. But yeah, conventions are, I think for a lot of people, are like for the people that are vending or hosts or guests, as well as the patrons, the people that come in. It's a communal thing. It's a very interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
And
it is.
We appreciate all of that, and again, it's just we come home after the whole thing and you have to decompress and think about and talk about what just went down, all the things.
And we're like, so we work from home. We're kind of homebodies a lot of times. So when we do go to these conventions, it's a way to also get out and see people.
Yeah, it's our way
because we're kind of hermits.
Yeah,
so it's great to like get out and mingle. So then when you're all done, you're like, oh, that was cool,
Yeah.
Like that was good. But so I think that wraps up the convention chat.
Yeah, I'll go back and try to and rewatch what we were talking about, or to see if I can remember where I was gonna go with the "Are You on TV" type of thing, because, like I said, it does come up still, and it was just something that.
Well, that's okay. If you remember, we can.
I have to write it down.
We can get back into it.
That's some other part. I can't remember. I have to go back to figure out.
Kev says I'm ready to cocoon.
Oh yeah. So let's
be a little hermit.
Let's switch gears and get into the reselling part. Oh, did we talk enough about Little John's appearance there?
We did bring
it up. How cool it was. And
it was very cool.
A lot of people were,
and everyone wanted to go get his picture with them and go see him. And,
yeah. It was.
It was just nice to see him again out and about doing his thing.
Yeah, and our buddy Carl Hendricks as well, who's friends with John and everything, showed up there too. It was good to see Carl.
And he's great at helping to digitize tapes and help preserve.
He's the
tapes.
man. When it comes to preserving the Big Chuck, the Big Chuck and Little John Houlihan and Big Chuck Ghoul, and almost anything that's Northeast Ohio horror host, movie host, and others too. He's got some other stuff he's been handed to preserve digitally. He's helming that. He and Jay Summers are working on that project, and we contribute where we can too, but the bulk of the work's being done by Carl and Jay. So anyway, but it was good to see him as well, of course.
And Sears says, soup and chowder weather now. Tom O says, likewise, chill and beef stew. It's funny. We had beef stew yesterday for dinner.
Yes, I am getting better and better at making crock pot beef stew.
Crock pot food is so good.
I love it. And, it's not just throw it in and... You can do that, but, I take those extra steps to...
Different soups and stews.
To make it delicious.
We like to try out and
Is deliciouser a word? I try to make it deliciouser. Anyway.
Lawrence says, did you find homes for all those dolls you recently acquired?
Well, we're going to get into that right now.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that next.
All right, switching gears.
Switching gears. Yeah, go ahead.
No.
From Mummy and the Monkey to eBay and reselling and scavenging and rescuing old dolls.
In this case, in your case.
In my case.
Oh, boy.
So there's a video vlog I put out last week, and it's under the Monster Hustle playlist if you want to look at it later. So a local YouTuber reached out to us and said that they have a bunch of, dolls and collectibles that they're parting with.
Yes.
And they wanted to know if I wanted to rescue them.
A bunch.
And I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. I'd love to rescue all these. I
think you're downplaying a bunch.
Yeah, well,
ton.
And I'm still sorting through it.
Yeah.
So today.
And this is just the first pickup.
Yeah, there might be more soon, but I'm very grateful for that.
It's great.
And it's great that I can get them new homes. I've already gotten some of the dolls new homes. Some of them I've been able to clean up and get them ready for adoption. They're on the market. They're on eBay.
As soon as we brought these things home, was it the first night you went through everything, or when did you process all that?
The very next day.
Next day, you had everything outside.
Go through it.
Yep. It was nice enough to be able to
the weather was nice.
So you were able to sort everything out, because some of the stuff was in storage for a while.
Yeah.
So it was a little, dusty or whatever.
Dust some things off. Yeah. And, just sort through it to see what was what.
Yeah. And so that you were outside, you had boxes for this, boxes for that. You kind of separated everything and, did your, whatever you want to call it, like, this pile's for this pile's for that. This is the research pile, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So you had all that, and
I'm still going through all that. Like, I went through some of the boxes. Well, most of the boxes, just to kind of assess everything to see what was there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, which ones could I list easily, like relatively quickly? Which ones are going to need a little more care or research?
Where's the one that you kept? You aren't going to show him?
Oh, he's in a box somewhere. Oh. I didn't bring him out.
Dang it. That was the
he's in the video.
Oh, is he?
He's in the video.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is
Yeah, there's one doll, a couple dolls I'm keeping. Mr. T, I'm definitely keeping.
He is cool.
He is so cool. He's probably the coolest one.
Yeah, that's a keeper. that one. He he should be on the set.
Then there's a couple of other little retro dollies I think I'm gonna keep.
Oh.
A lot of them I'm gonna get homes for.
Yeah. I think that's and that's another thing with reselling, is that we heard about this years and years ago when we started getting heavier into doing stuff with eBay and reselling online. Mm-hmm. We'd watch other resellers videos on YouTube, and a lot of the ones that, like Chad, Golden Finger Picker, and Craigslist Hunter, Pete, they would say the same things. If you don't, letting people know what you do will help you. It's not like this competition thing.
It can, because if people know what you do, they might be like, oh, well, I know so-and-so who's cleaning out their garage.
Or I'm getting rid of a bunch of stuff.
I have an attic full of things I want to get rid of.
Because some people don't want to deal with it. And rightly so. I mean, it is a lot to process.
It is a lot, and it's time-consuming.
Yeah.
But it's work that I really love and care about, and I like learning about the different brands and different dolls and figurines. And so today I was going through like some of the smaller dolls made by a company called Topper Dawn from like the 70s, and I'm just like trying to sort through the little outfits and everything. And
yeah, there's so much.
And then I found one little shirt that was from the $6 Million Man.
Was that what it was from then?
Sure? It was the $6 Million Man. It's just his shirt. Yeah. I don't have him, but I have his shirt. So I'm like, well, I could put that up for $10 on eBay in case someone needs a replacement shirt.
And that hole in the back, like I said, was for a lever, so you would like the karate chop arm or something.
Karate chops or something.
No, he had an arm that would lift. It would lift. It came with a plastic engine block. It was like silver and red, and he would just like be able to lift this plastic engine block. I could do that.
There's some comments here.
Wiki Bobby had a good question about who's cooking Thanksgiving dinner.
We both cook. Yeah, we both cook. So we'll talk about cooking for a minute, and then I'll get back to eBay.
It's making me hungry.
I'm not a very good cook, but I can cook a few things if I try and look up the recipe and get all the ingredients just right.
And even then,
turkey, chicken, some baking I could do, some crock pot
you
stuff.
bake a lot. You do baking.
Yeah, I like baking
cakes and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's fun. Like for people's birthdays and for holidays, I like to bake a little dessert.
Yeah.
You know, a little cake.
Yeah, and I like to cook and
I can clean. I'm really good at cleaning and trying to be organized. I'm not the best at just, hey, I'm going to cook something real quick for dinner. I'm not good at
If you did, it would be real quick.
If I did, it would probably be something from the microwave.
Snoopy would love your dinners. Oh, jelly beans and toast and popcorn and pretzel
peanut butter
sticks.
and jelly and popcorn.
That's her. But I like getting into it. I like the mechanics of it. I like the combining things and experimenting and stuff. But some stuff we just that we know we like to do, because when we do the turkey every year, I never did this my whole life, I don't think, but we've started doing the mayonnaise thing.
We've been doing that for like.
But my personally, I don't think this is newish.
Well, because that was something we found online.
Yeah.
And it made sense because it keeps the turkey
I'm 55,
moist.
so I've been cooking on my own since I was in my 20s.
And we use the turkey bags.
And I never
like the oven bags.
Yeah. So
that seems to help too.
I wanted to try to brine one.
Dry turkey isn't that?
And that was my specialty for years.
You don't want dry turkey
until I figued out because I think I've heard that I was like, ugh, mayonnaise. But it makes everything
mayonnaise
different.
with seasoning and then a bay leaf. A bay leaf.
A couple bay leaves on top.
Or a couple of them, and then.
But we mix some stuff into like black pepper and some other stuff into the
different
mayonnaise.
Spices. Yeah.
You say mayonnaise. I say mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
No, don't say it that way.
Mayonnaise.
That's too many syllables.
Mayonnaise.
No, mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Mayo. How about that?
I don't like that either. Mayonnaise is good. It's funny. I never heard you say it mayonnaise. But so we use that, and I think we use Duke's, and now because that's tangy, or twangy, has a little twang to it, and Miracle Whip is sweet. So I don't know if we should use that or not.
We've used Miracle Whip before, and it tasted great.
Yeah. Maybe we'll switch it up and use Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's salad dressing.
So he's better at cooking. But for Thanksgiving, we both help with the cooking and prepping, and
now thanks to your mother and brother, we have to make.
Green bean
casserole now, which is good.
Because that was the family drama last Thanksgiving.
We invited your mom and brother over.
My mom and my brother came over to have dinner with us.
2 years ago?
It was last year.
Was it that?
They came over to have dinner with us with another friend, and then your mom had dinner with us. So it was a small group of us. We had dinner together. And we had all the foods, all the desserts.
All the sides, all the
sides, except green bean casserole. My brother was all salty. He was all mad at me.
He was like, I'll run out and go get some. I'll go get the ingredients. Probably, is it there? Because there's stores open, obviously, on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm like, but we're ready to eat now. He goes, it'll only take about a half hour to make it. I'm like, we're ready to eat now.
Yeah. He was so mad that we didn't have green bean casserole.
But now we do.
But now I bought stuff to make it. I'm going to look up a recipe and we'll be good. But yeah, and I guess he told his work people, because they asked, how was your Thanksgiving? Oh, it was okay, but they didn't have green bean casserole. So then they were making fun of him for that.
Really?
Like, really? You're mad over that?
Well,
so we tease him for that now.
But that might be like stuffing to him. Like it would be kind of weird to go to a Thanksgiving dinner and someone didn't have stuffing. I'd be like, really, no stuffing?
Yeah.
So I get it.
So just a little rant about
that's a staple
food for now. Okay, and then let's read comments and we'll go back into eBay. Justin Jala's here. Hey, dude.
Oh, wow. Okay. What's up, Justin?
Hulkbuster says, use your special sauce that you... Whoa, okay.
Ew. No. Let me read the comment. Don't. Let me see it. Can I see it, please?
I know what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can't read it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever.
I should have read that before reading it aloud.
Yeah, hello. Speed read them.
Yeah.
Comments. That's okay.
Alrighty then. Yeah.
I was something I wish I could say, but I can't.
Looking forward to my mom's
It's a family
stuffing,
show.
says Travis. Lawrence says, my youngest daughter is having a Charlie Brown Friendsgiving at college with popcorn, pretzel sticks, jelly beans, and toast. Awesome. Nice. Sonia took a cake decorating class. Now we look forward to my birthday. Aw, that's nice. So she makes good desserts, good cakes.
And I think I'm going to whip up a batch of coquito this year. That's Puerto Rican eggnog, they call it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like eggnog.
It's good.
Yuck.
Coquito.
Barf.
It's not eggnog at all, but they just call it Puerto Rican eggnog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the slang for it, But yeah,
never a
coquito. It's rum. It's a rum-based coconut milk and other stuff. It's not anything to do with eggnog.
Yeah. Okay, so moving right along, going back to eBay, the dolls and stuff. I'm still sorting through the boxes of dolls. People were asking about that.
Yes.
And trying to get everything ready for fourth quarter. We're getting into fourth quarter now.
Yeah.
For eBay, the holiday shopping season, winter time, people are going to be online shopping more.
So speaking of that, you have some images here that shows some of the things that we've sold recently.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Let's not forget about that.
We can do a show and tell here.
Yeah, dear, do that. Are you up first?
So it's I think both.
Is it mixed in?
It's kind of mixed in.
You didn't put them in order?
No, it's okay. We can just flip back and forth
However
here.
you want to do it.
So this is between both of our stores, our two stores here. Let me see.
Did you go to Did you make your own
yes,
folder?
I have it's under. I know where it is. I have to find it.
Boop boop. But
Just
see
a
how
minute.
fun it is?
I know,
how
right?
How easy it is to drive.
Okay.
Boop.
So this is an item. I bought a whole box of these for $10 at a Savers. They're made out of chalkware. It's the Nativity. Like the nativity scene, nativity set. So that's the camel from it, and it's probably from the 1960s or 70s. That went for $29.92 plus shipping.
92.
And it got there safely. I was really worried that was going to break during shipping, and it didn't. So luckily we were good there.
Yes.
And $29.92 for just that one piece. And since from my $10 investment, I also sold the angel from that set for $19.99 plus shipping.
Ugh.
And the sheep for $19.99 plus shipping. So that was a good. I bought that over the summertime. It was like in a big box with a sticker on it, $10 for like all the figurines. And Christmas time, people open that. They're looking for replacements if their pieces break. So there's a good one. Okay. Moving to the next item.
Boop.
This is yours if you want to talk about that.
This is something that I bought a while back. And it just took forever to sell, but it finally did. It is a U.S. Army valet box by the Danbury Mint. And it's already monogrammed. It had a name on it, like Smith or something like that. But who knows? Maybe I didn't even look at the person's name who bought it. Maybe the same last name, but whatever. You could probably have that nameplate replaced. But yeah, this is like a little, a nice wooden, sturdy little valet box, and I had it for $99. I think it sold for. I took it off for $75 plus free shipping. I don't think I paid much for it at all. Probably $10 or something. So I still made, But this was years ago, so it was something I've listed several years ago. But it did sell, and there you go.
Cool.
Not that interesting. It was just what it is.
Good find, and Veterans Day was just
that's true too,
or a couple days ago.
Yeah, so Monday. Yeah.
Very timely.
There you go.
Okay, now this is a big one. This sold a couple weeks ago.
Ouch.
And this is a very rare Barbie outfit. This is from my flea market Barbie haul.
Yes.
It didn't sell for the $1,600. Someone offered me $1,300.
That's pretty darn close.
And I thought that was a pretty darn good offer, so I took it. And that really helped my sales for the month. But that went for $1,300 with shipping and handling and insurance included. That was shipped insured with signature confirmation. And it took me a while to find out what set this was. I had all the pieces, and I was having some difficulty, like, figuring out what was what. But when I did, I was, like, floored at what they go for. That's a very rare Barbie doll set. And it even had some flaws, like the little jacket had a hole, I think, in the sleeve. The dog's fur was a little messed up. So, and that's without the Barbie doll. That's just for that outfit. That's just for that set. And the outfit, the model number is 1063. Hot Togs. Like maybe she's going out tobogganing. togs, like a toboggan, and then she's got the dog with her. So that's from 1972.
Wow.
So that's probably the most expensive Barbie thing I've ever sold on eBay, and I was very grateful for that.
That is very
What
very
a treasure. And I got to learn about this in the process. I got to learn about the history of that. So.
Yeah.
Okay, next item. This is something you sold.
Oh, Lordy, yeah. So this is a consignment with a friend of ours, and he had a bunch of CDs that he thought were pretty good. I guess he looked them up himself. And I said, sure, I'll do. He doesn't have an eBay store, so I said, sure, I'll help out, and then we'll split the money. But this is the third CD by this band called Prick. I've never heard of them, but what do I know? Apparently not much. But yeah, this one was sealed, and it came with a bonus disc that was autographed. Which the bonus disc that I had, that I lotted it up with, wasn't really worth much on its own, like maybe $40. So I put this up for $500, and it sold for $499.
Wow!
And 99
for
cents
a CD.
for a CD.
That's really rare.
Crazy stuff, but
Very cool.
And then and I need to.
Yeah, that was a consignment.
But I had nothing in it.
You're sharing that with your friend.
Zero investment. Just my effort to put it up.
Yeah.
Took 5 minutes to list it. And there you go.
Yeah, we've done a little consignment here and there.
Yeah. I have. This is the only consignment I have going right now, and I think I'm done. I think that's all the stuff that he gave me to sell. There's a couple more CDs, but
here's another item of yours.
Oh, Def Leppard. That just wasn't so
that?
impressive. It's just some VHS.
Well,
so
it's bread and butter, but it gives people an
super.
idea of what you sell in your store.
I have so much stuff: toys, obviously, valet boxes, $500 CDs. No, but this is some VHS that was laying around for a while. Def Leppard, 3 different Def Leppard VHS videos, and they just sold for $19, I think, free shipping, and just to move them took a little while, but they did sell. Nothing
Very
big.
Cool.
Nothing. I mean, go from $500 to $20.
Well, hey, it
not
all
that
adds
impressive.
up, right?
I guess.
Oh, and then become a Monster
it.
member. I think that was all the
Go
items.
back to the camera.
So let's go back to the cam. Where did that go?
That's up to the webcam.
There we are. I'm like, where did it go? Justin Jalo, welcome to the channel membership. And yeah, you can check out all of the behind-the-scenes videos with the channel memberships. So thank you guys for doing that. That's very sweet of you. It's not required, but it is appreciated when people do become a channel member.
Yeah, and really quick, to keep talking about hunting and stuff. I did go solo to the flea market in Berea. Now, the Berea flea market isn't open every weekend during the winter between October and was it May or February,
November
March.
To
May,
March.
maybe March.
It's all indoor.
Yeah, and if
just
the weather
for,
warms
like
up,
1 weekend a month.
1 weekend a month they'll do the indoor for the weekend. They'll do the
and then
the
in
flea
April,
market.
it's usually open outside from April through October because we get winter weather here.
But I went there and I picked up some fun stuff. And I don't have it all here now. I did put some pictures of things on my Facebook page, but here's some of the cool stuff I got. I went there on a Sunday, and I'm walking around, and I see out of the corner of my eye these, the Mystery Science Theater. I know this, the way these look, these VHS anywhere,
Oh, nice.
So I see a stack of them, or it appears to be 2 stacks. So I go over there and I ask the guys, and right away I'm thinking, and these guys always have a table full of cool stuff, and this stuff's decent. They know what they have. Let's put it that way. They're those kind of dealers. But it's usually some fun old stuff and things like that, like collectibles, all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
And I saw these sitting there, so I'm like, oh, dang it, they're gonna be like $5 a piece or $100. I don't know. But I'm like, how much are the Mr. Well, at first I was looking at, I'm like, I got a lot of these already. It's just the standard stuff that they sell.
Yeah, you've got a ton of
VHS.
Mystery Science Theater stuff in your own collection.
But as I was looking through them, I started seeing these things that are like a little different, like these blank labels.
They look like they're handmade.
Well, they were ones that you order from their clubs that they had at the time, their fan clubs.
Like back in their early days.
This is MST Poopy 2, and Poopy was their outtake stuff and bloopers tapes.
Oh, they called them Poopy?
Yeah, I have Poopy 1. This is Poopy 2. I don't think I have Poopy 2. And play MST for me. Play Misty for me. This is the second volume of this too. I think there was a first one. This one, these tapes here are really, really good. I mean, as far as reselling,
nice,
because they're harder to find. And I was like, oh, so then I asked the guy, so how much are these tapes? They said $2 a piece. Wow. 3 for $5. I'm like, yes.
$2.
I spent $30. I bought all they had. I just wanted to buy everything.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, so I spent $30 there with no problem, because one of these tapes, like this Well, this tape here, the MST scrapbook, this is the one I can't find anything on. This is the hardest one that comes up as far as, but I think this could be $100, $200 tape.
Just for that one tape?
Just for the one tape.
Wow.
And what else? I'll play Misty for me.
Because, like, most VHS we put on eBay is, like, your $20 thing. You know, maybe 3 for $20. Maybe you sell one, harder to find one for $10.
Yeah.
Most of them aren't, like, big money. But
I've sold some
there's
VHS.
There's some rare ones where... Like if it's a scary movie one or certain genres, it's like
horror is usually the more expensive
where
stuff.
if it's like a certain
sci-fi,
cover, that one cover could be several $100.
And Tom Servo's all-time favorite host segments, Volume 2.
And some people are getting them graded now.
Yeah, you get them
and
graded.
Getting them like sealed.
Sealed, like from the CDC or whatever they are. CDC,
yeah, or whoever grades them. I don't.
CDC.
The Center for Disease Control.
Yeah, they're doing it all now.
What was on that tape?
I don't know. They'll tell you though. Probably whatever you can make that turkey with.
Whatever. Oh gosh.
No. There's someone out there knows about the Mystery Science Theater movies. They have the Godzilla and Gamera stuff. Yeah. If you can find those DVDs, those are really good money too. They're expensive if you can find them because Toho, put the kibosh on that. But they did put out releases of Godzilla and Gamera stuff before they got pulled. But yeah, I have some of the stuff that was taped off TV, that's the circulated tapes that people can get. But
yeah,
I don't have any official releases of Godzilla stuff now.
So let's read some comments. Elaine says, "What an awesome find! Good deal." Spider says, "Costco makes an awesome pumpkin pie. If you."
Oh. But you got to pay $75 to get a. I mean, what? It's such an elite,
we don't really
sort of
shop
exclusive
Costco.
thing. It's like, why do I want to pay a fee to go shop there? I know you get
there's,
that hot
there's
dog
some,
and everything.
There's still good pumpkin pie. Probably maybe a local bakery or something might have.
Maybe Rudy's Strudel.
Maybe Rudy's would have pumpkin pie. Yeah, we'll have
Let
to
us
check.
know, Lydia.
Rudy's.
We got to go
check the local small businesses first.
We love to do that too. We love to sniff out the local places because
it's better to support the mom and pop shops.
We prefer to.
Yeah.
But Costco, I'm sure, has amazing pumpkin pie.
And then Travis says his dad is eating half of a chicken pot pie. Ooh, chicken pot pie.
I love good. KFC has good chicken pot pie.
They do. We used to get chicken pot pie from KFC sometimes.
It
was part of some type of lunch deal they had.
Oh God, yeah.
And it was so good.
In the wintertime, it's the best.
Yeah, with the coleslaw.
I'm starving. I gotta get food.
Yeah, we are. We'll probably wrap this up in a few minutes. But
and I gotta go work on the movie.
But eBay is steady right now, and it's just getting all this stuff processed and listed. The death pile is building up. I've got building up.
Mine is beyond built up. I am at beyond death pile.
It's been done built up.
I am beyond that. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So it's just. Before we thrift again, we have to sort through more boxes, probably donate some more stuff.
I just went through, there was a box out there that had stuff in it, and it was from over the summer. We went to that one yard sale where they had all this amazing stuff for so cheap.
Oh, and you forgot about it.
And I haven't gotten to it yet. But there's a paperweight, just one paperweight that I found out today that we both found out. It's advertisement for a lumber company from Cleveland. Probably from the late 1800s. That's worth $100. I paid $1 for it. The dollar sticker was on it. Someone has this exact same thing on some other site, not eBay.
There's always going to be
for $125. So
that's a good find.
Even if I get $75 out of it, it's just sitting there.
Yard sales are one of the best ways to source.
Oh boy.
When we have them around, and then certain sales like estate sales, or if you could do a private pick, or if someone is just like, I want to get rid of all this, you can just have it. That's the best.
I think the trick is to not be mired into one sourcing thing, but then some people do, and they do well with it. So
it depends on whatever works for them.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own. If you sell stuff online, or even if you collect stuff, I'm sure you like to look around at different places for your collection or for your online store.
Yeah, well, and the Goodwill bins is we let that cat out of the bag, but people are going to find out.
But there's good and bad to the bins, and I think more people are becoming hip to it because I'm seeing more and more people in the store where it's like.
Sure, they will.
Yeah.
They if you go to the Canton bins, they're insane.
And there's a ton of clothing sellers, and the clothes I don't even mess with because they're just running through there real quick, grabbing everything.
I keep finding stuff and giving it to you, the good stuff. I found that gold-filled fountain pen and gave it to you.
I had a screenshot for that, and I must have forgot to put it in.
You sold that for $40 recently, right?
It was $54.
Oh, jeez.
It was a gold-filled fountain pen.
And I pulled that right out of the bottom of the bin.
The top of it was gold-filled, which is a fancy way of saying like a gold-plated. Mm-hmm. But it was
a fountain pen.
It was a fountain pen, probably from the 1940s.
Yeah, and I found that.
And you found that at the bottom of a bin.
What'd you pay for it? A few cents? Maybe a quarter?
Maybe a quarter in weight.
Ultimately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's not every day. It's hit or miss.
Well, what about that plush I pulled out? That weird Anastasia, the movie?
Oh, it was
What was that?
It was some other thing.
A Disney
It was
movie.
a chipmunk. It was from a Disney movie.
Yeah, it was a plush with it had
and
the tag.
that one plush went for like $90.
Yeah. I said, this one's good. You didn't even want it. I'm like, you gotta get this.
I did at first, but then I wasn't sure because the fur looked a little messed up.
Clean it up.
But you're like, you might want to try that.
I showed you the soles on them.
You looked it up, and I didn't look it up yet.
I was like, this is one you want to maybe put in your cart.
Yeah.
And you did so.
So yeah, thank you.
So there's stuff there too. So and we like the the hit or miss there, but sometimes you can pull some crazy stuff. Like I still have it rolled up upstairs. I don't know what to do with it. Like some stuff's so cool. Like the Halloween 2 poster I found.
Oh, there. That poster! You got to figure out what you're gonna do with that. We don't have the wall space. You probably could just.
It's not
sell
that
it.
big, We do have wall space.
Well, unless you want to get a big.
I have to find a big frame
for it. And
but
try
this
to
thing's
hang
massive,
it
and it's an official from the year it came out, Halloween 2 movie poster. Like, not one you bought in the store, one from a theater.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
It's a good score, but you got to do something with it.
I know. I think.
Otherwise, it's just collecting dust.
I know.
So a lot of stuff to sort through, and
oh my gosh.
Right now it's a good problem to have because on a cold, rainy, or snowy day, I could just stay in and sort through.
Yeah.
All these boxes of stuff.
Research all this stuff. Yeah, everything's sort of coming. Like I don't know this.
Soul says I'll take the poster. There's people that would want to buy that poster if you don't want it.
I think Bob Evans heard me talking and says, "Let us handle the cooking. Order a Bob Evans farmhouse feast and enjoy the stress-free."
Oh boy.
Damn it.
They're spying on you.
They can hear it. No,
they know
we always get those.
They know.
They hear my stomach growling. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Spider Dreg says, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Oh boy. We know that episode of WKRP.
Yeah, Wiki Bobby says, there's one TV special I want to watch, WKRP Cincinnati, about the flying turkeys.
It's a good one.
That is really good.
Oh, I got to pull out, speaking of decorating for Thanksgiving, I got to get my King Kong that you got me. The McFarland toys, King Kong
and I have to get
Ray.
the paper, what are those turkeys with the honeycomb?
Yeah, honeycomb. Yeah,
they're on the turkeys.
Table out there.
I need to set those up and get all that ready.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of decorating.
Is it a US 1 sheet, says Justin Jallo.
How do I explain?
I don't know if that's the term. We don't know the terminology.
I'm bad
it's just
at
a
that.
big poster from the movie theater.
It's on a heavier stock. It's almost like cardboard in a way.
It's not folded. It's rolled up.
It's
right?
rolled. Yeah, I can go grab it.
It doesn't have creases in it.
Well, it's not mint.
Well, no, some of them I think were folded up.
It's rolled up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I
don't know the difference.
I go grab it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you want to.
All right, give me a second.
You could show it off.
You could figure it out. Justin can help.
But he probably will keep it.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. But it would be a good one to sell if you wanted to sell it. I know it's sought after. It's a really cool looking poster. And considering its age and where we found the poster, like, it's not too bad. But with posters, I get really nervous about because, it's paper. It could rip real easy. If you ship them in those poster tubes, sometimes the whatever carrier service you go with, the U.S. Postal Service or FedEx or whatever, sometimes their machines will like eat those poster tubes and like tear them up while it's getting processed, like on the conveyor belt or whatever. Justin says rolled up is better than folded. Folding was a lame economic space saving process.
Folding?
Yeah, he says the rolled up posters are better. And I was telling people on YouTube out there that I'm nervous about selling posters on eBay.
Why?
Because it's paper and it rips so easy.
Well,
like the edges can rip easy. So
Litho in USA. Now this is a meatball. See, I grabbed these at first. This is from the bins. They dumped a bunch of posters out in these bins. I was grabbing all I can
Do you
find.
need help with it?
Well, here's the meatballs one.
Yeah.
And it was funny because there was another guy at the Goodwill, and he was like, he grabbed some posters too, and he had got this Rolling Stones poster. Mm-hmm. Some of them were rock and roll, rock posters from music stores.
Right.
And that's where this might have been hung up too in a music store or something. I don't know, and I was showing him the meatballs one, and I thought this was another meatballs one, but then when I unrolled it.
Yeah, we unrolled it there.
Yeah, hold it maybe. Yeah.
Which way?
Like we'll each take a this. This,
yeah. Hold the side.
And I rolled this. I was like, oh my lord.
But there it is.
Yeah, so it's this bad boy.
It's that one.
And it says litho in USA. It has a number there, and
It's number 810159. It has like an item number.
Property of National Screen Service Corporation. Yada yada yada. But yeah, that's not like a kind of a cardboard stock.
Yeah, it's like a thicker paper. It's definitely like older.
Yeah, it's really neat. Yeah, it's
so
got a lot of yellowing on the back.
It looks legit. It looks authentic.
I did a Google image search.
Yeah, there's yellowing on the back there.
I did a Google image search on it and kind of saw
So the corners and the edges are a little dinged up.
They threw it, it was thrown in a... Who knows how it even got as far as it did.
But it's still really cool. It would look really cool in a frame.
Yeah. But
Justin says, "Whoa, that's a beautiful poster."
I know, it's crazy, and it's like probably the best thing I found at the bins.
You need to get that framed if you're going to keep it it nice.
I know.
Because I'm afraid it could get ripped up more.
It could.
Just sitting out.
Yeah, but that was a...
And we have cats that scratch.
I know, it's in a safe place now.
So keep that away from the cats.
I actually have a poster bin that's made... It was like a garbage can.
Yeah.
With a lid on it, but it's for posters and wrapping paper, really. But
and I have to keep the dolls away from Louie.
But yeah,
Louie likes to chew on the feet.
It's probably the coolest thing, the rubbery feet.
The rubbery feet. Any figurine or toy or doll that has like those kind of rubber soft feet and hands, he'll chew on them. I think dogs do that too, but he's chewy Louie.
Yeah, this meatballs poster is pretty cool too. Yeah, these are just like lithos, and I just never seen them on heavier stock.
Justin says that's 100% legit. It's in great shape.
Yeah, it is. It is for
I think considering its age, I think it's in pretty decent shape.
It's not a mint thing, but I mean,
it's not going to be 100%.
I still love it. It's still great.
But definitely, like, if you do decide to list that, point out any of the minor flaws.
Of course, you have to.
Photograph everything.
Of course.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, that's a lot of fun, and I wish I would find more things like that there, but that's got to be the best thing I found so far. So
it's hit or miss there. You could go and find some good stuff one day, and then go the next day, and it's all crap. So you never really know. You just have to be prepared, and like we wear work gloves, we bring our shopping bags.
We're the only people I see wearing work gloves there.
They have broken glass.
Yeah, all the time.
And dirty used underwear at the bottom of some of these bins. Like, I found a dead mouse in a bin. Well, you have to wear... It's a good idea to wear gloves.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Because it's just whatever they get donated, and it gets thrown around in these bins, and stuff gets broken. You just have to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
anyway, so we're chugging along, doing all the things, but now we need to move along, get some food, and I gotta go work on this Friday show. So.
Yeah, and we will host a show Friday night, episode 251 of the Harry Scary Hangout. And if you guys are interested in an official Mummy and the Monkey t-shirt, our Teespring store is in the video description box, and there's a 15% off coupon code. You can use coupon code BANANAS. All in caps, bananas, and you get 15% off of your order.
That's right. Yeah. So check it out and be the best dressed on your block, the coolest monster kid to ever rock a cool Mummy the Monkey t-shirt, baby.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up now.
Yeah, we did a good clip.
It was great to play catch up with everybody because we haven't been on YouTube in several weeks.
Right.
We haven't gotten to do the podcast in several weeks. So, all right.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys, and we'll see you this Friday at the Hangout, hopefully, 8:45 Eastern Time, PM.
Yeah.
So, see you guys then.
All right, thank you, guys. Good night, good fright.
Bye.